the wax and wane of my own blood that tracked it. No, not like that. Not like that at all, he frowned. I shall call my marks writing. He was dissatisfied with the bounty we had. He must have more of it. So he experimented, crossing the various trees in our garden to create a new fruit. After he noticed how the creatures in our care multiplied, it was the same with the animals. We shall build fences, he mused.
I shall separate the ram from the ewes, and the boars from the sows.
I shall permit the ram to know the ewe,
and the boar to know the sow,
when I wish them to breed.
This way I shall bring forth more rams and ewes and boars and sows as we require them.
They were fine plans. I admired his ambition. Only that it changed us. Subsistence was no longer enough. Always he wanted more. Always he wanted to control. With the marks on his tablets, he became the law. See here, he pointed to his mystifying wedge shapes and arrows. This is how it must be. I could not argue with that, for he had not revealed the meaning of his marks. To me, they were as a sparrow's feet crisscrossing the clay in search of a worm. He became the owner of these innovations, at once in charge of them, and benefiting from them most. As he tallied our labor and assigned it a value for his money, he judged his work as higher in merit and necessity than mine. A strategic director, you might call him in these modern days. It suited him. The knowing arch of his brow, the forthright crossing of his strong arms, the way he nodded when he dispensed his edicts and orders. He was good at it. His final plan was the clincher, the deal-breaker, the world changer. When there are more of us, he started one day, it had become his obsession, more of us. Though I wasn't sure where he thought they'd come from. We will need to protect ourselves from the others. He produced 2 small hard rocks, one reddish-brown, one grey, salvaged from the riverbed. We shall melt these metals. When they combine, they make a harder, stronger substance, which we will use to make swords and knives, axes, and so forth. What will you call this new material? I asked to amuse myself. Bronze, he said, unsmiling. Naturally, I shall wield these weapons, for I am bigger and stronger than you, and I would protect you from harm. Naturally. It made sense at first, whatever made him happy. I had no need for weapons. Let him have his sword and his plough, his writing tablets and money. I didn't look to the future. I lived happily in the here and now, rooted in the cycle of our daily lives. I tended my roses. I cared for the animals. I gathered the grain. I made clay pots to store our food. I made music to mark the rhythm of our lives. I beat a tambour to welcome the new moon. I danced for my own delight. One day I had been assured I would be the mother of all mankind, all in good time. I was in no rush. I had my own purpose, the secret, entrusted to me alone. Its gift was finer than rubies, better than gold. I cherished and nurtured it in my belly, for it was mine, the gift of our Holy Mother solely for me, the first woman. Nor did I mind his mania for progress, for I loved him. And after the smelting and the forging, the harvest and the grinding, the winnowing and the milling, the baking and the cooling, the music and the dancing, we would meet under the tree, the one from which we must not eat. And we would roll upon the moss and laugh and kiss, and by all that is sacred and holy, he would plough me like a field of barley, and it was very good. I am your Lord. The day it changed was like this. We were beside the pool. The sun burned dazzling bright. The waterfall churned, sending forth little waves, crests shimmering gold like nectar. We lay in a sun-warmed rock and breathed in the drowsy scent of myrtle. What glory there was in our garden! All that was pleasant to the eye and good for food. Hard rosy apples and blood-red oranges, lemons as